Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Film Cave. We've ventured out of the Film Cave.
We are not in the Film Cave.
Because the Film Cave is
flooded.
broken. It's broken.
Yep.
Film Cave's broken.
Sewage.
So here we are. We're gonna film this week.
Yeah.
It's gonna go good. So here we
Right
go.
on. Yeah, that's Steve.
I'm Steve.
Casey. Yep, me.
That's Casey. Here we go.
Here we go. So, happened to see Focus over the weekend.
Good.
It was good.
Good.
It was good. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it came in at number one at the box office,
Yep.
but it was just under $20 million. Like, that's all it made.
Wait, as number one.
So, yeah, as number one. So, it was a really weak weekend.
Yeah, for sure. No one's going to see movies.
But it's just interesting. Is Will Smith in, like, decline mode, or is it the...
It's not bringing... Well,
he's
last...
Not, is it the projects? Is it just...
I don't think he's becoming that, like, household name that he used to be back in the day.
Yeah, it's interesting.
People aren't flooding to the theaters because of him. I mean, his last bomb was atrocious, and I think maybe he hasn't done much since.
What was that, After Earth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was awful.
I didn't even see it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it on DVD.
Oh, okay. It was bad.
It was
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even see that one, but
Yeah, it was bad.
But Focus was good. It was like a cool, I mean, very like a light, breezy kind of movie. Of course, it stars the beautiful Margot Robbie with Will Smith, and she's amazing. She's so talented.
Yeah.
And very good looking as well. But
Always.
yeah. So it was good, but just interesting. Like Will Smith definitely seems to be definitely on some sort of a slump, but still finished number one. So that's
still number one.
cool.
But I don't think he's the movie star that he used to be. I think his last decent one was Hancock, wasn't it? In theaters, that was the last one that he actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
And since then, that was like
so.
how long ago? Like 3 or 4 years ago. You know
4
what I mean?
years ago, probably like summer.
I just don't think he has
summertime.
the big box office generating name that he used to. But
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
see how it goes.
I mean-
He's gonna be in Suicide Squad, so
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
That'll be a big bounce
Maybe
back
that'll
for him. And
get something better for him.
some other stuff. It'll be interesting to see too. That rumor of a 23 Jump Street / Men in Black sequel is like, what's going to happen with that? Like, that seems weird.
They need to put that
kinda
Men in Black
interesting.
to sleep. I think
Yeah.
it's done. It needs to be done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got some stuff to talk about for the Warner Brothers. They're doing a lot. They got a lot of stuff going on. First of all, what?
Not the Brothers Warner?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
They're developing my favorite cartoon right now into a movie, Adventure Time. And there's not much out yet. Just that Chris McKay is kind of putting things together, and he has a lot to do with Lego Movie, and he's also directing the Lego Batman movie. He's kind of putting stuff together. There's no writers, no directors, but they are developing it, which is exciting because that's an amazing cartoon. Yeah, it's an amazing
Nerd
cartoon.
alert!
That's right. So that's being developed right now, and then they're also developing a reboot Tomb Raider movie, which I don't know. I mean, it was good. The first two were like, with Angelina Jolie. I think she was like perfect fit for that kind of role, but it was okay. I just liked the video game.
I don't really remember the movies very well. I think I saw both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I enjoyed the first one quite a bit, but don't really remember much.
They were okay.
Details about it. So.
I mean, it's. I think it'll still bring in a good box office for them rebooting it. And the only thing they have, in writing is who's writing the movie is Evan Doherty.
Evan Doherty.
Doherty.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie and the
the recent one or the TMNT the last.
No, I think it was
one?
the most recent one. I just wrote it like that, so I didn't want to write it all out.
Busted.
I'm lazy like that. Anyway, so yeah, he did that, and then he's also writing the upcoming G.I. Joe movie. So
there's another G.I. Joe movie.
Of course, there is.
Oh God, help us.
Yes, that's beside the fact. We'll talk about that when that comes closer.
Cool.
But yeah, so he's doing that,
Warner
and I'm excited for what they got going on. And then they also, just a quick one, there was a book, Ready Player One, that came out. I read it and it was amazing. And he has a second book coming out. And they Warner Brothers bought the rights to that, and
rights
they're
to the
developing
second book.
Right. And then, so Universal bought the rights to his second book.
Oh, okay.
Warner Brothers is developing the
Ready
Ready
Player
Player One book, which I'm sure everybody knows about, and it's in development now. And he's got the second book coming out, and then he's writing. It's like I don't know. I know we don't talk about books, but it's being made into a movie, and it was an amazing book, and I'm excited for that. And they're developing that too. So,
yeah, cool.
Lots of
and they've already paid him
moves.
a couple $1 million.
Oh,
Universal apparently for his second book.
The rights. Oh yeah,
the rights,
and he deserves it.
Cool.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be fun. Yeah. What else you got?
That is neat. It was just announced that Drew Goddard is going to write and direct Sony Marvel Spider-Man, roughly tentatively titled The Spectacular Spider-Man. That could change. Drew Goddard, he directed Cabin in the Woods, which was awesome.
It was a great movie.
Really, really great.
Good horror movie,
So, yeah, and the Sinister Six project that Sony had been in talks to do next, that's dead.
It's dead, but he was writing that.
He was writing that, so he's switching gears to.
So he's still in the same frame of mind, which is good.
Yeah, and it sounds like the script is going to focus more on Spider-Man and his auditioning process for the Avengers. It's not going to be another new Spider-Man story setup. We all know.
Right, we know the story.
Stories.
That's good. I'm glad they're not trying to redo it.
Peter Parker is going to be a younger actor who. One blog said they were 95% sure that that Peter Parker is not going to be white.
Right.
Yeah. And so either be African American or Mexican American, something like that. But
that's good. Well, yeah, I mean,
it's interesting. We'll see if that actually
Donald Glover's name's been thrown around a lot.
Yeah, that.
And he's commented on it, but it's just kind of people wanting him to be it, not necessarily he's going to be it.
Right.
Or in talks or anything
so,
like that. So
that was the latest on Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think the last Film Cave we had mentioned a rumor that Neil Blomkamp might be doing a new Aliens movie. Blomkamp.
I don't know. Doing the new Alien movie, right?
Yeah, he has come out and said that a new Alien project is his next project, and that he loved working with Sigourney Weaver on Chappie.
Yeah,
so
she put the ideas in his head for what he wanted to do for the next one. He said,
he
talked about it on Twitter, saying that he was after post production was starting, and during the filming he was talking with her, and she put a lot of good ideas in his head, and so he wanted to develop it and have her involved, because I think in his early drafts he didn't have her involved or have her character involved in the movie.
Right.
After talking to her and
sort of
getting ideas from her that he wanted her in the movie, which is awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah. And then he's quoted as saying he's not trying to undo Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection. So, it's going to be something.
I'm
something separate that maybe that comes.
Not the classic. They try and reboot it or reimagine or redo this or it's this. It's it's just a.
And I hope that Michael Bain has a chance to come back as well and play Hicks again.
They said Ridley Scott's going to produce it though too, right?
Probably. I mean, I know Ridley Scott's on as a producer
involved,
for the Blade Runner sequel, but he's also busy shooting The Martian that comes out later this year. And I mean, with Aliens, you think Ridley Scott and or James Cameron right away. Right. So
you need their permission.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe he does come in as a producer of some sort. But
cool. Yeah, that's exciting. It's good news.
Yeah, and then
Alien fans.
Speaking of, totally. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm psyched for that. Speaking of the Blade Runner sequel, Harrison Ford has confirmed that a director, his name Denis Villeneuve, who directed Prisoners and Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal. Prisoners was also Jake Gyllenhaal.
And Enemy? Oh, good.
So he's on board to direct the Blade Runner sequel.
That should be fun.
And Harrison Ford has also said it's one of the best scripts he's ever read. So that's intriguing.
With him behind it and him involved, I think it's...
Yeah, and then Ridley Scott is definitely on board as a producer in that. So.
That's good. I'm excited for all this awesome new movies coming out, all these geeky, exciting action movies coming out. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like nerd paradise.
Yeah!
Yeah! Then David Ayer took to Twitter today, I think. Somebody had asked him a question regarding Jared Leto as the Joker.
Right,
and he
that's
asked
the most
in one word,
intriguing character everyone wants to know about.
For sure. In one word, how do you describe Leto's Joker? He said majestic. I don't know
what that's supposed to mean.
He's going to wear a purple coat. Majestic? No.
I think it's maybe comic booky.
Well, comic, but the Joker is so big and grand and his like his schemes. I think, but on
to
Twitter he also posted a picture of Leto. He cut his hair and shaved off his facial hair. So
They cut his hair?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not going to be like a long-haired like version of Joker.
Okay.
It'll be like more of the standard look or something.
Interesting.
But, yeah,
because we were talking about that. We were watching
too,
the Oscars about how long his freaking hair is.
Well, he was still doing the band stuff and
whatever.
But yeah,
for him to cut his hair off for that kind of
and his hair's cut.
That's amazing. That's cool.
They shoot in April, so there's definitely some
ramping
up pre-production going on that.
Cool.
And they've added Viola Davis to that movie as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Any kind of character news on her?
Just that she's playing the role of Amanda Waller. I'm not familiar enough with the story, the comic book stories, to know. I'm sure some sort of a boss figure or something.
That's cool.
But yeah, so
cool.
I mean, still a huge cast. And what else? You got anything else?
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
And I wrote down at the bottom that if you ever want any instant movie news, it's to be on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure.
Like that's
Just
like the newest. Because we check movie news sites all the time, but like Twitter, they get their information from Twitter.
Right.
So if you want to know stuff about movie
it's
news,
instantly
follow
there.
people on Twitter. Follow directors and actors.
and then I mean, Chris Pratt's involved in like every project
big
out and coming out right now.
Big
but Spielberg wants him in as Indiana Jones. And,
I think he's.
I know there's no deal in place yet, but
he's
both
that kind of character.
Very very interested in doing another one and
he's that kind
Chris
of.
Pratt
He could be
a young Indiana Jones.
He could be that kind of character.
Oh yeah.
In Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. Oh, and he's also in the Magnificent Seven remake that Antoine Fuqua is doing with Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke was just recently announced.
Yep, that should be good.
So, I mean, Magnificent Seven being
very
a
busy.
remake of The Seven Samurai. Akira Kurosawa's genius masterpiece of a movie. Yeah. Okay. Switching gears from that was a lot of little news tidbits.
Yeah.
But out in.
That's because there's not a lot coming out.
No, not really. I mean, out in theaters, the big one is
Fast and Furious.
well, yeah, Fast and Furious, a little over a month away.
Yep.
But I'm excited for this for Chappie. Neil Blomkamp. Neil, now you made me.
That's right, buddy.
Blomquist.
Blomkamp.
Orlando Bloom. Neil Blomkamp.
That's too close.
Blomkamp. Oh man. From District 9 and Elysium. So he's back with a new one about Chappie.
Which I still don't understand the trailers, because the first few trailers came out and it was supposed to be like this kind of, it almost looked lighthearted and about this like coming of age kind of thing for this robot, and then like the last few have been like this pure action, lots of explosions.
Well, like
Hugh Jackman's getting crazy on people and like that, right? But I don't know what to expect. I expected something a little softer at first, but now I'm expecting like this huge action kind of thing. Yeah, so I don't know where to go with it. But
I love like sort of the humor and the lightness, even to District 9, you know, with like with Charlton Copley's character in that, you know, he was just kind of an odd character and he was really funny and strange and but yeah, I'm psyched. This is like the first
should be good.
First really, you know,
good movie this year.
Really good movie this year.
Yeah, for sure.
And the Charlton Copley did the motion capture for Chappie.
I saw that.
And the voice.
I saw some pictures.
So of course he's back.
He does all his.
He'll probably be involved. Yeah, he'll be involved in probably everything that Neil does.
Hopefully, anything.
Yeah. And then Hugh Jackman in a bad guy role, which will be cool to see him in, even though his mullet looks nasty. And and Dev Patel and Sigourney Weaver, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be the big one. That's for sure. Check that one out.
Did you say Sigourney?
Sigourney.
I think it's
Sigourney.
Sigourney Weaver.
Also out is Unfinished Business, which could be funny, it could be really bad too.
I think it's gonna be bad.
It's directed by Ken Scott, who actually did a French movie called Starbuck that he then remade with Vince Vaughn called Delivery Man, and now he's back with Vince Vaughn again in this one, and I don't know, business meeting. They take a business trip to London, I guess, and so it's Vince Vaughn, Dave Franco, who's always funny.
He's funny.
I don't know. It definitely could be a wait to.
It's a miss.
It's a miss in
It's a miss.
In Steve's opinion.
It's a miss.
And then it's the second best Marigold Hotel.
Oh,
hotel.
There's not one anymore. The second. There's two of them.
There's two of them now.
Everybody moved to the other one.
Well, I think they're in the same one, but I mean.
Now it's the second.
Dame
best.
Judi Dench and Dame Maggie Smith are back, and Bill Nye and Richard Gere actually joins the cast for this one. But yeah, well, that's what it's. You didn't see the first one.
Do I need to?
Yeah, it's gonna fill in a lot.
Is it a must see?
It's a must see. No, it's not. It's actually it was a great movie. I think Hallie and I were like the youngest people in the theater, so we got that going for us.
It's probably.
I mean, it's a really good movie. Like great acting and a very like heartwarming story.
Yeah.
And beautiful cinematography. Like they shot it in India and this one as well in India. Yeah. John Madden is back from directing the first one, and he also directed Shakespeare in Love.
Football game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
John
football
Madden.
guy, yeah. Mm-hmm. He took a bus all the way to India because he was afraid to fly. But that's it for movies out in theaters this weekend.
So Chappie, go see
Chappie is going to be our pick.
Definitely.
This past weekend, Steve and I also had a chance to go see Kingsman, which was really cool.
It was amazing.
That was really fun.
It was just a fun.
Matthew Vaughn directed that
violent,
one. And very violent, over the top, like spy spoof kind of thing, but really fun. And I mean, it's awesome to see Michael Caine in anything.
Yeah.
And Colin Firth was.
I think
awesome.
Colin Firth was kicking ass.
He was
that was
amazing.
So cool.
Yeah, he was great.
And halfway, it was funny too, because like halfway through, or like a quarter of the way through, I didn't realize it was rated R until I didn't realize until I was like, okay, this is
like there's a lot of
rated R.
There's a lot of language in this movie, and it's fun.
Yeah, so yeah, I was excited. It was
so
fun.
if you get a chance, haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. And then really quiet week for Blu-ray releases.
Yeah.
I mean, the big one right after Oscar Sunday is Foxcatcher.
Yeah. Which didn't really.
It didn't win
too much
anything, but
it didn't win anything, did it?
No, it didn't win anything. Had like Best Actor nomination for Steve Carell, and Mark Ruffalo got a Supporting Actor nomination. But Bennett Miller, who got a directing nomination, and it was up for Best Picture, and he's really talented. Like, not even an up and coming director anymore. Like he's definitely. I mean, for all three of his movies now, he's been nominated for Best Director. So he did Capote and Moneyball and now Foxcatcher. So
I still want to see it, but I feel like I don't know, it kind of.
Oh yeah,
fell flat
no, we
at the
just
Oscars.
we just missed their chance to see it, and then it gets released on Blu-ray like right after the the awards are given out. So
it's a definite rent.
Yeah, definitely a rent. I think with the subject matter, it's pretty heavy, pretty depressing kind of a storyline. So might be tough to just go out and like, I'm going to buy this movie.
Right. Moneyball. Goodbye, Moneyball.
Oh yeah, Moneyball.
I have Moneyball. That's
is
a good one.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Moneyball.
I mean, not that Foxcatcher isn't fantastic.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be great. But
I hope so.
and then out Friday is the second to last Hunger Games movie.
Second to
Mockingjay.
last. That's what you think, buddy.
Part uno. That's what I think. Yeah, and then give it like 6 years, and then they'll reboot the whole thing over again.
I'd say 4 years.
4 years?
Yep.
You were out of your mind. Yeah.
That puts an end to it.
Yep, that does it. And,
For our first episode out of the film cave, hopefully
out of the film cave.
Next week we'll be in the film cave, or maybe
we'll
in a couple of weeks, but we'll be back.
For now, we'll be out of the film cave, but
out.
Still the film cave. So
yeah.
Thank you for watching, and we'll be back next week with more movie news.
Movie news.
Movie news. Goonies never say die.
I just bought a Goonies shirt.
Nice.
It's like $5.
Cool.
You jealous?
Yes.